Appalachia isn't the stereotype that people think it is. I think that people hear about, it's a dying area, there's nothing there. We've seen the exact opposite of that. Impact investing, I think, is really what's going to bring Appalachia back.
We're on a 10-day trip to learn about social entrepreneurship and impact investing in the field. We've traveled through some of the poorest counties in the country, and while the news has really focused on what is broken, the opioid crisis, what's not working, and we've seen a completely different story. We've met with social entrepreneurs that, against all odds, are building 5 and 6 different social enterprises. We've met with impact investors that are being creative, blending grants and financing to rebuild main streets, start breweries, create jobs. So it's been a really uplifting process.
We have 12 professional development themes and 12 personal development themes. And we're not going to tell a person what their potential is, but we want them to figure that out for themselves.
I met Richard Tadler, who is a UVA alumni, and he wondered why we don't have more students doing important work on social issues in our own backyard. And so we worked together to develop this program, this idea of let's bring students to Appalachia and learn about what's working and how we could take some of those lessons learned to other communities that aren't quite there yet.
Most people that do angel and seed funding, whether you're Bill Gates or whether you're somebody whose name you've never heard of, are doing this for some kind of impact.
This program was funded by the Tadlers. They gave funding for all of these students to travel to Appalachia. All of them have reported having a pretty transformational experience, and most of them would not have ever been able to come without the fellowship. You can read about it, and reading is important, but you really need to get into the region and get into the communities to understand how some of these economic rebirths have happened.
If you're from Appalachia, you have deep roots, and my family's been here for 7 generations. And that's like a magnet that draws you home.
There's a different type of connection these people have to this land and to these towns and to the people that they've grown up with. I think that's such an important resource, this dedication to making sure that the next generation have that whole culture and community still around.
My biggest takeaway from this trip has been learning more about what we still have to offer in the area other than coal, and moving our market economy from a one industry business to diversifying.
I think that social entrepreneurship has the power to change the world. And when you have special programs, immersive programs that involve travel and hotels and extra costs out of pocket, many students just can't make it happen. So I think it's important for students to have scholarships, to have these extra immersive experiences outside the classroom and outside the normal academic year. I'm so appreciative that they had the vision to launch this.